Welcome mates, I am BloodThirstyLord, but you can call me Lordy, and today we're back discussing more about Aliens Fireteam Elite, everything you need to know before you play Aliens Fireteam Elite. Let's talk about it, let's discuss it, should be a fun one nevertheless. But before we do get to this video, there's only a small percentage of mates to watch video that are actually subscribed. Leave a like, show support, click the subscribe button to keep up to date, press that join button to become a member of the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. If you mates haven't seen any of our Aliens Fireteam Elite videos yet, make sure to do so. It talks about the classes, how to unlock them, and certain categories of weapons, skins, and also alien types you'll be encountering in the game. We'll cover everything that we didn't cover until now and highlight as everything you need to know before you play the game on our channel for the mates to know about. So if you haven't watched that, on the top right corner there should be a card or something you can click to watch that as well and get up to date before watching this video. If you mates still here, let's continue. So Aliens Fireteam Elite releases at these times on screen right now, so make sure you're ready for it on those platforms. We'll be playing on Steam, so keep that in mind, and most likely we'll be live streaming around that time as well at Sydney 2 PM. That's when we'll most likely go live as well for the mates to enjoy the best content ever. Some of the environments, surroundings that you can experience in Aliens Fireteam Elite, we're highlighting them on screen right now, highlighting a bit of alien lore. We'll discuss it as we go, and they have a couple of images highlighting everything. So it seems quite interesting to see these little caves, these little entrances into these locations. The environment looks quite interesting, and it looks like a lot of spots for Xenos just to appear out of nowhere. Followed up by some direct lore to most likely Prometheus alongside the engineers, because we get to see a statue of an engineer in the center of this room. And some other dynamic shots of the dangerous environments that can exist. And the aspect of the campaign falls into a couple segments. Let's talk about Aliens Fireteam Elite will take you through 4 3-mission campaigns, each in different settings with their own unsettling revelations, an increasing variety of enemies as you uncover the events behind Parallel Station's fate as it surrounds mysteries. And you see the 4 campaigns highlighted on screen. So you got Priority 1, Giants in the Earth, which seems to be directed to engineers, and followed up by that the Gift of the Fire, which seems to be engineers as well. Most likely we're going to go into the Hive locations where the alien eggs could be, and the only way to be sure is the final mission. That sounds like you're straight in the Hive and trying to kill the alien queen or some sort of mission like that. That's what I feel like from that dynamic. It seems kind of interesting. I can't wait to play this very, very soon. And some more information about the campaign from the claustrophobic xenomorph-infested towers of the Kartang refinery, the sprawling depths of Weyland Yutani's mysterious Site 2, and on LV-895. Your tour of duty in Aliens Fireteam will see you fighting to survive in locations both breathtaking and unnerving. So this is very interesting to see. That is something I can't wait to witness. Hopefully the tension is there against the Marines and also the aliens encounters that happen in the game. I want that to be there, especially the atmosphere that can be established in these games. Seen from Aliens Isolation as an example. Some key tips that you find out is keep a lookout during your deployments for supply catches containing consumable items capable of helping turning the tide of battle. Will you choose to save them for a future mission or use them to save you now? So you get a couple of choices and we get some gameplay highlighting what that possibly can be. And it seems to be some type of firecrackers or some type of explosive damage output and certain weaponry that you can actually use. So I'm guessing ammo types will be changing here, mine setups, you got potentials. We'll talk about consumables as we go because we have some more information about it. But highlighting what you can pretty much utilize to stop the waves of Xenos and pretty much make it hard for them to push you, and you get more of an enjoyable experience by doing so. And what are those consumables? Ranging from special ammo all the way to deployable defensive turrets, single-use consumables items can give you and your fire team the tools you need to survive any threat. And the ones that we have on screen are pretty much a sentry gun, a anti-personnel mine, static grid, which we highlighted I think in a previous video as well, vulnerability assessment drone, and electric shock and incendiary rounds, which allow you to pretty much utilize for certain things. They can stun targets, apply dot damage. There's a whole bunch of things. With these consumables, that actually helps out quite a bit against certain xenomorph types, which we'll talk about more and more when we actually jump into the gameplay and on the higher difficulties as well. Also, if you're playing the game single player wise and you don't want to play online, each Marines platoon has a pair of combat synths available for missions meet Alpha and Beta, so 2 synthetics that you can have on your team. They are available as AI companions, best at dealing with swarms of average foes, but may have a difficulty responding to effectively to larger targets or more durable opponents, so keep that in mind. So usually when you go to the higher difficulties, you don't want to actually utilize those AIs as much. So let's talk about that as we go. So Aliens Fireteam Elite will offer you a wide array of challenges so that even the toughest of Marines can get to show off their skills. Or if you can't fill out your team and you want something more casual, then take some AIs that try a lower difficulty. So they 100% highlight that the AI is only good at casual and standard, and we have 5 difficulties. So that's casual, standard, intense, extreme, and insane. So the enemy effectiveness obviously varies and gets harder and harder towards the very end in the scene game mode. The AIs become pretty much irrelevant, so you need to play with people online. So you're able to actually complete those harder missions. Our revival counter limit, which decreases to 1. So from infinite to 1, revival time limit from infinite to 10 seconds, and then from there, and also your enemy HUD outline is disabled in the later game, friendly fire is enabled, and they take extra damage towards the end game, followed by acid damage as well. Enemy grapple difficulty is high as well. Health kit availability is pretty much obsolete, and max ammo is obsolete as well. So keep that in mind that it's going to be harder and harder to actually try and find these stuff in a game to allow for that longevity. So you need to make sure when it comes to the late game or the insane game mode, they're using stuff effectively in order to actually survive the ongoing Xenomorph wave and complete the whole campaign in that setting, in that difficulty of insane. And both difficulties of extreme and insane are unlocked after finishing a full campaign playthrough. And some enemies that you'll be able to encounter in the firefight are face huggers, alongside prowlers, and also Xenomorph runners and Predatorians. So there's a whole bunch of dynamics from actual aliens that we've talked about in the past for the Xenos that you actually meet in this game. Watch our other videos as we discuss about that as well. And also maybe the last thing is that you can regroup with your fire team in the Endeavor's hangar, where you're able to be debriefed on your next mission, analyze new intel, stock up at the armory, and maybe you can even show your fellow Marines your latest knife trick. You can also do emotes in game, should be kind of hilarious to actually see. And I can't wait to play this. So I think that's pretty much everything, except for challenge cards. We haven't talked about that. Challenge cards, collect a variety of challenge cards by completing missions to use them alongside your fire team for an extra layer of challenge, and often adding rewards in. So you pretty much get benefits of doing these challenges. Maybe it's credits, maybe it's just a benefit overall, like XP wise, or a certain reward, aka weapon, on completing this challenge alongside a certain difficulty or certain map they need to do it for. So it's kind of interesting. I think that's kind of fun for the longevity of this game. They can always switch it up, have challenge cards, and also be on the most intense difficulty on insane while doing that as well, which would be kind of crazy to see what happens. And I believe that is everything that we wanted to cover for Aliens Fireteam, everything you need to know before you play it tomorrow, because it's coming out very, very soon. I'm kind of excited, but we'll most likely have a live stream at 2 PM AEST, so keep that in mind. There will be live streaming Aliens Fireteam, and we'll highlight it to the mates and highlight our actual first look on the game. Is it good, is it bad? We'll find out tomorrow. But tell me your opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you interested in Aliens Fireteam? I'd love to know. And as always, mates, it is a pleasure to have you guys on the channel as we go through this, and I'll catch you, mates, next time. Bye. Road to 100k subscribers. Let's get it, mates.